Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Sheldon, and this is another episode of Behind the Enthusiast. Today's a little bit different. Weather is shitty. Car has some problems with it. So my 2017 Ford Focus RS, I would say that it's due to poor maintenance. However, when you take the car to a dealership, it's the brakes are supposed to get checked on it. Now, I'm not saying that it's the dealership's fault, but when you get an oil change done, you're supposed to have all those components checked. You're supposed to have brake pads checked and everything else. I even have a sticker up here that says tires, brakes, battery. Tires and battery both are ticked off as good. However, the brakes, which are normally done, don't have anything in them. So good, fair, poor, nothing is there. So I'm not saying that it would have been noticed when I brought the car in last. However, definitely should have been checked out. So I'm not too sure how I feel about that, but the dealership is squeezing me in today. So hopefully they'll get the brake issue sorted out today, if not tomorrow. The left rear caliper is metal on metal, so the pad's completely gone. I did do an inspection of it, and so I'll include that in this video of how to do that. And hopefully you guys can learn from this experience so that you guys can actually check your own and make sure that if you guys think there's something wrong or you think it's overdue or whatever, you guys can do your own inspection of your car to make sure that you guys avoid having the same issue with yours, which is metal on metal, which is never good, because now I'm going to baby the car to the dealership so I don't destroy the rotor, and we're going to have a bunch of other things done on it. So I'm going to get going, drop off the car, and in the meantime, I will show you guys exactly what I did to inspect the rotor, which I thought only had a stone in it because I had that problem before. However, this time it was not that problem. So let's get into it. So first things first, guys, you want to make sure that the parking brake is off on the car when you're doing this type of inspection. So put either some bricks or blocks in front of the front wheels to chalk them up so that they aren't going to be rolling. Then you can go in and, take off the tire, inspect the rotor. As you guys can see here, this is a little spot there. That's where it is metal on metal. So unfortunately, it wore really unevenly. So the rotor dealership's going to tell me whether or not it's, usable, whether they can turn it down or not. So chances are it probably won't. I mean, as you guys can see here, it's pretty rusty. This is something that you guys can obviously go in anytime that you're checking your brakes. You can just, get rid of the rust and sand it off. Now, in terms of taking this apart, there is a spring clip there. As you guys can see, it goes in those two holes there. It was really, really tricky, but basically you use a flathead screwdriver to remove that. And then you want to remove these black plugs. There is one on the top and one on the bottom. You remove both of those to expose the bolts that we're going to be taking out using a number 7 Allen head key. So we're going to be using that. And basically you just line it up in the back with your ratchet and go to town. Now, once you've got that out, as you can see, it's completely removed, and the condition of it is really, really nice. So it was obviously well lubricated, well maintained within that little sleeve, and the rubber, obviously, and the cap on the piece of rubber is to help keep water out. Now, this one, because of the sway bar, it is actually in the way, so you can't get the ratchet in there, unfortunately, as you guys can see. So you have to use the Allen key, and it's going to take a little bit of time to actually loosen this one off, but it is doable. It's just a pain in the ass. Now, when you're doing it, I found that at a 45-degree angle, you get the best leverage on it, so keep that in mind. And
once you get it to the point where it's almost out, I actually switched back to using the bit there, and basically I just used that to back it off the little bit that was remaining. So as you guys can see here, it just fits in there. My finger just clears it. So there's enough space there that you can use this to kind of speed up the process. However, once the threads are actually exposed, you will run into a little bit of a problem, and you guys will see that in just a second here. So as you can see, the threads are starting to come out. It is fully clear. However, now this piece has no room for me to remove it. So like I said, the threads there, they're completely clear. However, I can't pull this out now, unfortunately. So that's stuck in there. However, what you guys can do now is actually wedge a flathead screwdriver right where my thumb is, right here, what I'm pointing to, and pull that out, and you can easily examine your brake pads.
Well, guys, not too difficult to check your brakes and your rotors, is it? Now, I'm here at the dealership, so I'm going to have to end this vlog here. I will update you guys in the next one. So if you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button so I know that it's working. If you guys have any comments or questions, what have your experiences been like with dealerships, maintenance, that sort of thing? Just let me know what your experiences have been like. And as usual, be sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on future content on the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next one.